So gents, few words about the crewing module. Actually, you can see the crew list in the beginning, right? So what can you get from the crewing module? As I said previously, you can sign on the crew member, you can sign him off, and you can export the crew list to Excel. Now, on the upper bar, you can see the toolbar on the upper side containing the data of every crew member on board. So to get these data, just enough to highlight the officer, and then you can just double click him, and then all these data of the crew member you can see on your personal dashboard. So basically, if you want to see his medical history, you can press that medical. If you want to see his bank account, you can press on bank account. Yeah, as you know, because this is a training module, a lot of bugs and errors during the training. So please do not pay attention for this, and I'm sure that the ship's module will work properly. If you want to close the window, the crew members data, just enough to press this button close. Please let me bring to your attention the status bar, the status column on the left side. So basically, R letter stands for relief due within certain period of days. Basically, it's up to you to change the dates, the number of days which is due for relief. You can just change to 60 or you can change to 40. It's on your choice. But the program is made to give you the alarm and to flag you off when the crew member is due for relief or overdue for relief. The total button shows you the total number of crew members whose relief due or overdue. By pressing Export to Excel button, you will export the crew list to Excel form, just enough only to save it somewhere, title it, and save. And the program starts exporting the crew list to Excel sheet. So that's how the crew list looks like from Excel sheet. Basically, it's raw data which you definitely will transfer somewhere to a company form. So the same way you can sign off any crew member from the crewing module with only one trick here, which I'm going to explain you now. For example, if we take one of the crew member, say it would be third engineer, whose status is sail, means he is on board, and I'm pressing the button sign off. So looks like the windows look alike. So the windows sign off window and sign on window basically look alike. The only difference is that sign off date and end of tour of duty, the captain cannot manually change directly from the window. Yes, the port he can change by scrolling the necessary port, relevant port, or by typing the few key letters. He can also amend the leave start manually with any date. And leave completion as well. Also, captain has to choose the reason of the crew member is sign off. So then always recommending to master to be careful on the reason, sign off reason, and normal sign off reason goes by default as TOD completed. TOD means a tour of duty, as I said previously, contract. So that means a contract completion should be marked as a TOD completed. So in any event, when you have normal crew change, please don't sign off, change that article to TOD completed. So, but if you have, for example, medical relief or promotion, then you have to go through the scroll down list and choose the appropriate reasons. Please also be careful with using resigned button, because some of the master by mistake using that resigned articles, which means the officer or crew member is totally leaving the company. That's the meaning of resignation in CSPAN. So, having chosen the TOD completed, we simply need to put our remarks, something like satisfactory performance or something else. So date of availability, this is the date of here, DOA. Acronym of date of availability is DOA. This is the date when the crew member is declaring to be available to the next tour. For you it is this option is actually not mandatory but recommendable. If, for example, any crew member is very aware when he is going to join the ship back, normally he declares it right on board and you're the one who just fills it up. Say, for example, it's gonna be, this example, it's gonna be like 23/06/19. Again, I'm just drawing your attention while typing 23/06/2019. I'm not typing slash button. The software, the Shipmate, is designed the way that slash buttons are going, slash symbols are going automatically while you're typing. So DOE given date, so that means date of availability when the crew member is declared that date. Say it is today, it will be like 23/11/2019. Standby date is optional. Marpol document signed. Marpol document signed is very important option, especially because CSPAN is going under voluntary environment compliance program of Coast Guard. So that's why according to US Coast Guard VSCP voluntary compliance program, further VECP requirement, every crew member on signing off the ship must sign the Marpol documents declaration, where he declares that he is aware that no Marpol violations were committed during his tenure, and that Marpol declaration is signed and then sent to the office. So basically the date where the Marpol declaration is signed should be declared here. It is mandatory requirement, should be declared here on the same date where the form is signed. So remarks, again, master's remarks is optional, like nothing to report on my side. And after I sign off the crew member, I must press apply. And what is happening now? Why the software does not give me any opportunity to save now? Because sign off date is still not here. So that is the trick which I told you before. The sign off date is not available for you until the final wages account are calculated and linked directly from payroll account to crewing module. So that is the basic trick you have to keep in mind. So you cannot sign off anyone until you will calculate his final wages account. So in this case, I'm pressing button cancel.